Today on the Bigger Pockets Ask BP podcast, we're going to be talking about whether it's a good idea to get a real estate license. Stay tuned.
You're listening to another Bigger Pockets Ask BP podcast, where you'll hear short, direct answers to your biggest real estate questions. Submit your question today on Facebook, Twitter, or the Bigger Pockets forums by using hashtag AskBP. And don't forget to pick up your copy of the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Real Estate Investing and other great content when you sign up for your free account at biggerpockets.com. With that, let's get to the show.
What's going on, everyone? This is Brandon from Bigger Pockets, and you are listening to the Ask BP podcast. Today on the show, we are answering the question from Billy from Lyburn, Georgia. And Billy asks, would it be worth my time and or money to get a real estate license if I am going to be investing part-time in real estate, between 1 and 3 buy and holds per year? Well, Billy, my answer is this. First of all, I do not have a real estate license personally. I've actually taken the test twice, and I didn't end up becoming a real estate agent. A couple reasons for that. First, I was lazy. Forget that. I went all the way up to the test, studied for it and everything, and then decided I want to get into flipping houses. And then I just decided never to take the test. Later, I probably, I changed my mind. I thought, well, maybe I will end up becoming a real estate agent. I paid for the class again. Ended up taking, a week maybe of it, and then decided to give up again. So a couple thoughts on this. First of all, nobody can quite answer that question for you, whether or not it's worth it or not. I mean, sure, from a financial standpoint, you might be able to say, okay, well, a real estate agent license costs X amount per year. I mean, I think it's typically $2,000 to $3,000 a year in fees and continuing education, things like that. If you can, buy enough property, maybe you could weigh those options to decide if it's a good idea or not. A couple of the benefits of having a license, however, is you get that the superpowers that real estate agents have. And what I mean by that is that MLS access. When normal people, not the super cool agents, when normal people try to search the internet for deals or for real estate opportunities, we got to rely on sites like Zillow.com or Trulia.com or Redfin or Realtor. We got to live on those sites, and those are only part of the data. They're not always the most up to date. They're not always the best. They don't always have everything that's on the MLS. The MLS, for those people who don't know, is the collection of all the properties that are listed by other agents, and they put them on one big list. And any other agent can look at that list and see all the data about it. And it's just a really nice list that I wish I had access to, but being an agent, I don't have access to. So the biggest benefit of being a real estate agent is not the cost savings as much as it is those awesome tools of access to the MLS. So going back to your question, so would it be worth your time and money to get a real estate license if you're going to be investing part-time? I would say probably if you're doing 1 to 3 buy and holds per year, you're probably looking about break even on terms of cost, like we talked about a moment ago. But you also gain access to those tools to get better deals. So I guess I'd put it like this. It would probably be worth your money to do it. Whether it's worth your time is another discussion. That actually brings up a good point about real estate agents. Not all real estate agents and not all people make good real estate agents. There's something that stands out about good real estate agents that make them great. And so in my philosophy, this is how I take it. I want people around me who are smarter than me, that work harder than me at certain activities, right? I don't want to learn how to become a great real estate agent. And therefore, I rely on my real estate agent quite a bit to get me the tools and get me the information that I need. Now, do I wish that I had my own access? Sure, of course. But right now, the 90-hour class and the couple $1,000s hasn't made it worth it for me. Maybe sometime if I have more time, I'll go into that. But my current thought is I would rather spend my time doing what I'm good at, and that is analyzing deals, talking to people, putting together deals, raising financing, hanging out in Bigger Pockets. I'd rather focus on those things that I'm good at rather than learning how to be a good agent and getting those tools. So I guess, again, I can't really answer directly whether you should or not, but hopefully it gives you a few ideas of whether or not it's a good idea. So with that, let me get to today's success quote. It's from CJ Walker, who said, "I had to make my own living and my own opportunity, but I made it. Don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them." And that CJ Walker said that. And I don't know who CJ Walker is, but he sounds like a good guy. And with that, let's get out of here. But remember, in the pursuit of your dreams, don't just learn, take action. I'll see you over on Bigger Pockets. This is Brandon Turner, signing off.
You've just heard another episode of the Bigger Pockets Ask BP podcast. Submit your question today on Facebook, Twitter, or the Bigger Pockets forum by using hashtag AskBP. And for more incredible real estate investing tools and education, including a free download of our book, The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Real Estate Investing, head over to biggerpockets.com and sign up for your free account today. We'll see you on the next show.